I believe that, first of all, um, if you want to set up your children for future success, you need to understand that children are different. My name is Kunle Osunkunle. I'm the PTA Chairman at Greensprings School, Anthony Campus. I have, well, I have two kids here now. One has passed out, making three, and I'm a banker. For me, when we say it's the Parents Teachers Association, which is the PTA, I think we need to look at it more of a collaborative effort. Collaborative effort in terms of the school management, in terms of the teachers, in terms of the parents, and even the students. There's got to be deep collaborative efforts. We all need to realize that we're all on the same team and we want the same result, which is the success of the school and much more the success of the students who come to this school. And as a result, it's important that the PTA acts as a good bridge between the parents and the teachers, acts as a way of keeping each other on their toes. We do not want a school where parents are not active or actively involved. We want a school where parents can make adequate contribution, because we understand that no human being is a repository of total knowledge, and as a result, it's important that parents are coming forward to bring in their suggestions, things they see that are good, maybe in other places, or things that they see that will improve the general quality of the school, and that means improve the general quality of learning for the children. And when we talk about learning here, it's not only academic learning, moral learning, values, and many other things like that. So for us is we try to encourage parents to get more involved. There are many activities that happen in school that it would shock you that children would love it when they see their parents attend these schools, they attend these programs. There are tea parties, there are assemblies, there's spelling bee competitions, there are inter-house sports, there is a fun day and all that. And when a parent is much more involved in the learning and the development and growth of their child, it's the child is much more likely to develop better, likely to have better results, likely to have a better approach to life. And so the PTA is just not an organization for us to just have meetings and all that. It's how are we really involved in the life of our children and ensuring that they live a successful life. I'm of the view that if you as a parent do not parent your child, something else or someone else will parent them. And when I was growing up, what the children are facing now, I probably did not face. And you have said it right, the information superhighway is not only on TV now, it's not only on laptops, it's on the palm of their hands. The telephone, the smartphone, so they can get to anywhere. So it's important, I think, first of all, to have an open communication with your children. Nothing is out of place to discuss. children must understand, that you are the first point of contact to ask questions about, and they must not be afraid to ask you any questions, because if they ask their friends, the friends could tell them what is wrong. So that open communication at home is extremely important. For instance, my wife and I, we let our children know that there's nothing they can't discuss with us. So parents must not think, wow, where did you hear that? Who taught you that? No, it's everywhere. So it's important that there's that open space at home for children. Then when they come to school, I believe the teachers now also help in guiding that. But it's important that on a daily basis, there are those discussions going on at home, those free discussions going on at home. And if that is done, you would see that children will be able to distinguish between what is right, what is wrong. These days, I know there's so many gray lines about morality and all that. People say we are in the post-truth world and all that. But what is moral is moral. What is truth. And we should ensure that these values are ingrained in our children. Values of hard work, values of integrity, values of morality, values of honesty. All these are ingrained in our children, and the foundation, I believe it is home. What the school does is to reinforce what has been done at home. So we must give these children time. Time is one of the things that is extreme, the quality things you can give them. You can be too busy. I read something a few years ago about parents who are too busy, that if both of you have super careers, it means that you will require a third parent, and you need to find out who else is parenting that child. So I know it's challenging these days, but it's important that we have the next generation in mind so that they don't wander away. Honestly, I must thank Greensprings a lot when it comes to raising children. And I have personal testimonies. Greensprings deals with the total child, and I have seen that in the lives of my children, academically, morally, emotionally. I mean, in every situation. I think Greensprings goes the extra mile, not even the extra mile, many miles over, to ensure that a child is successful, a child does well. I've had instances where one of my children was having some academic challenge, and how far the school went to ensure that this was resolved. And I was totally blown away. And for me, I see the love, I see the togetherness, even amongst the teachers. Is a good testament when I see some teachers that I've known since preschool, and my son has graduated and they're still in the school. I mean, it's just really amazing. I want to give kudos to the leadership of the school, and I would like them to continue to do so. One of the things I've also seen is the continuous improvement in curriculum, in the things they do, say on a yearly basis. My child who's left here, the things he did, and my children who are here, the things they are doing now, there's been a lot of improvement. So when a school continues to strive for improvement, for me, that is good. When I see even some of the things my children write, I'm like, wow, did you write this? So Greensprings has done a rounded job on my children, and I really thank them for it. Values of kindness. values of integrity, values of honesty, values of hard work. These are values of diligence, are values that you need to inculcate in a child. Values of sharing, values of appreciation of other people. You need to inculcate these in children, because these are the things that make the world, they say, go round and make it a better place. Because what you want is a child that develops into an adult and can be a good contributor in society. Now, that child may be academically sound, but is that child also morally sound? Is that child also sound in the areas of sharing, kindness, and all that? Because all these things work together in the life of any individual to make for a better society. I believe that, first of all, if you want to set up your children for future success, you need to understand that children are different. Every child is different from another child. I have 3 children, and I see that the 3 of them are totally different. What they are interested in, totally different. Yeah, there are some lines that cross the path. So it's important that we need to start to discover what these children are programmed to be. You can't force a child to be a doctor. You can't force him to be some of these children these days, what they want to be is just so amazing. So you need to listen to them. And once you're able to do that, you know where they're going. Then let them try as many things as possible. Try their hands on many things as possible. You never know what they would like. Then we also need to start to teach them values, because even if they're successful in these areas that they've laid their hands to do or they want to be, but they also need to have good and great value system. So, and one of the ways you need to start to do those is being a role model at home. It's so amazing that children watch you. Honestly, children watch you. They watch you, they observe your every move, and they will tell you, oh, you did this, So it's also important that you are the first role model, and you are doing the right things, and they are seeing you doing the right things. So I believe if you start to have these things, it starts to set them up for success. And also it's important that you are involved in their lives. You are involved in their lives. One of the values I didn't mention earlier is discipline. Children must be disciplined. They must understand that there's value in being disciplined. Once you start to have all these issues combined together, I believe we're starting to see them set up for success. The first one is in university, and he also really loves to sing. He writes and all that, and I must also thank Greensprings. I remember there's a music festival here. That was one of the things that exposed him. I have a daughter who is in final year in Greensprings now. I'm happy that she's a great artist, and I think she's looking to pursue things in that line. And I have another son in year 7. So we're still in Greensprings for a while. He does so many things too. And I think every year comes up with one memory or the other, especially with the children. Graduations, events that happen in school, fun days. I think for me, what is more important, what has been most important, is that I've been able to be part of my children's life in school. not that, oh, we pay for the fees and at the end of the year we say, okay, what are your scores? No, we have been involved in that process, and for me, it's building memories that last, because for me, I want them to think, oh, when I'm no more responsible for them like that, so my father did this or my mom did that, and they were all part of school with us. I think those for me are the memories that I cherish. Okay, as my greatest strength, one of the things a lot of people think about when they see, oh, you are the PTA chair, but there's an engine room working behind the PTA. And I always say we are a team. And because of that team, first of all, I want to give kudos to the PTA team, the executive, especially the activities committee, who are probably more in school than most of us. So for me, I think one of my greatest strengths is the ability to work with people and also be able to delegate and also pick out people who I believe can do the job. That has helped me, I would say, as a PTA chairman, because I have people who are supportive, people who can execute, and at the end of the day, it just makes the work a lot more enjoyable. I think it's more collaborative with people. I like people to express themselves. I said something earlier, nobody's a repository of all knowledge. And once you are able to hear from people, you'll be shocked the kind of wisdom and solutions they bring to the table.